50 is gonna be a legend in rap forever.
Hello again, and welcome back to another one. And today we have a couple of topics to cover, from rise and fall of Slaughterhouse's first week sales that sparked a reaction from Royce, Snoop Dogg who gave props to 50 Cent for his moves in the entertainment industry, to which 50 reacted recently, to more from a XXL article about the 53 most brutal diss lines in rap history, and they are getting slammed for how Eminem was included in this. That's pretty much a shameless plug on XXL's part. And by the way, Eminem's Curtain Call album returned to the top 20 this week on Billboard 200, and at this rate the album will become Eminem's best-selling album and best-selling rap album of all time in the United States. So we'll start with 50 Cent, and he recently reacted to this from Snoop Dogg.
I like to say, when you diversify your portfolio, 50 is gonna be a legend in rap forever. His records, his music, his movie, he did to change the whole game of New York and just run New York for a minute and put that New York spirit back in the game. Like he did that. He figured that shit out. Absolutely. He got that shit on lock. And I'm a student right now. I'm trying to learn from him, and it's true, you can teach an old dog a new trick. That's if he's willing to listen.
Absolutely.
But to see what he's doing with those, giving like
opportunities,
and they becoming stars.
This was shared with the caption, "At Snoop Dogg, that ish you just said means way more than an award to me. 50 has been putting actors on and creating stars with his stars shows for sure." And to this post, a user reacts, "It is true, you took over music and now you're taking over TV. The only reason people in the United Kingdom watch Stars is because of 50 Cent shows. Power, Power Book Ghost, Power Book Raising Canaan, Power Book Force, BMF, you need to jump to Netflix." Funny enough, 50 has been pissed at the network and has been giving Stars subscribers a heads up with tweets like this: "I have 4 more episodes of Force, then I don't have anything airing on Stars for 6 months, so y'all know the vibes." And for those in the back who aren't up to speed on what he's insinuating, he dropped an update after the last episode on Twitter. "Force is the highest rated premiere of any show on the network. When they take too long to greenlight it, it pushes the production timeline back. After tonight's episode, there are 3 left. April 10th, it's a wrap. Then 6 months till I have anything new. So y'all know the vibes." 50 wants them to feel his absence. Moving on to the next point today, in the last video, in quotes, Joe Budden Troll tried to clown Crooked for the commercial performance of Rise and Fall of Slaughterhouse, and the user claimed it sold 3,000, a number pulled out of thin air, as official reports show otherwise. The album debuted on the Billboard 200 charts, and Joell teased on IG shared this. It shows it sold over 8,000 in the United States and worldwide over 15,000. And Joell shared this with the caption, "I'm not a numbers guy, but week 1 wasn't a weak one. Thank you all." Joe Budden's in quotes stands came for Crooked and Joell before official numbers were out and claimed it was 3,000 sold, but it turned out to be 15,000. And based on the circumstances surrounding this release, this is actually impressive, but Royce looks to throw shade at these numbers as he took to IG to react. He shared the sales figures with the caption, "This man got my brothers out here looking crazy. I forgive them, he gon' pay though." And in reaction to this, it be our own peoples, some are wondering, so they was supposed to sit back and wait for these broads to stop finger pointing and crying to put out music? And some have snapped back at Royce, "The album is fire, that's all that matters, what's your objective?" And some have even suggested the group album would have did the same numbers, laughing emojis. And for some perspective, under a major label, Slaughterhouse Welcome to Our House sold 60,000 first week worldwide according to figures from the UWC. So with half the members and being independent this time around, this album did a quarter of Our House's first week sales, which is quite impressive, don't you think? But over on Twitter, some are wondering why Royce is shading their album sales. The user states, "I'm confused. Royce on IG talking down Crook and Joell sales numbers like numbers matter or something? Ain't we always told when Eminem does mega numbers, they don't mean ish? Everyone can celebrate all these sales numbers, but Eminem? The industry holds Eminem to a different standard. We all know that. Drake and Kanye do big numbers, they get praised. Eminem multiplies those numbers and suddenly its sales don't matter." But in this case, coming from Royce, it's quite surprising. And in reaction to that, a user states, "As if Royce ever sold well, laughing my bum off." And in Royce's defense, a user states, "Actually, Royce's numbers are pretty good considering none of his albums come through major label. This is not entirely correct. He's had some deals with majors, like Columbia, EMI before, I believe, but I get the point. He's been mostly independent." And to this, a user adds, "If you downplay someone, people will downplay you. you. Like now, people are downplaying Royce and comparing his numbers to Eminem's. One single Eminem song will outsell his catalog. But back to the discussion of numbers and if it matters. Some have concluded, numbers always matter until Eminem is brought up. And here's Crook's take, believed to be in response to Royce's shade. When I was performing in talent shows, open mics, showcases and cyphers, I wasn't on the charts. I did it for the love of this hip-hop-ish, 100%. Moving on to the next point today, XXL shared this on Twitter. Here are 53 of the most brutal diss lines in rap history. And check out what was listed for Eminem. Brutal bars. I don't need your little effing magazine. I got XXL's number anyways. And y'all can stand it cause they getting bigger than y'all. Out of all the Eminem bars, a shameless plug was chosen. Hence reactions like, use Eminem pic to get clicks, use an Eminem quote that isn't even a lyric because it mentions your name. Weak, so weak, there are at least 8,296 better Eminem disses than that. And some had a better quote from Eminem that's more fitting for this plug by XXL from the song Marshall Mathers. That will be all for now. Share your thoughts below, like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and see you on the next one.